and then we are going to get started. I feel so sleepy. I want to take a nap, but I also want to get my hair done and do my homework and all of that. So let's see what we have. All right. I have people on my Facebook page trolling me. Go ahead, pump my comments up, y'all. Pump them up. I'm superstitious, but it doesn't have to do with me. All right, so I'm gonna let you all come in. I'll give you all a few moments to come on in. I'm putting bantu knots in my hair because I just want a hairstyle that can last me for the week. Because I don't feel like getting my hair done right now. I'm supposed to go to get my hair done tomorrow, but I have too much reading and homework to do to even think about doing anything other than that tomorrow. Alexa, what the heck is going on? Alexa is saying that she just crashed out on her family. What's happening? Do you want to call in and talk? If you want to call in and talk, put up the number 1 and I'll open the phone lines. This is wild. I don't know what's going on. Everything was good a few hours ago, and then now all of a sudden, you wilding out on people. I don't know what's going on. Oh, I'm fine, David. I just feel so fatigued. I feel like laying down and just taking a nice little nap. That's what I feel like. This is not sharp, but this is the life. Let me know, Alexa. Let me know. Let me know. Oh my goodness. All right. Hey, Cinnamon. It's been a while since I've seen your name in the chat. I hope everybody's doing well out there. Let's see what Alexis... Oh, that looks funky and wild. I meant to put it on this screen. They refuse to share caregiving responsibilities for my elderly family members who had a medical episode. Everything is falling on us. I know that's right. I know that's right. We do need to get up and dance in this broadcast because we did it in the last one. It looks like Mastama wants to call in. I was asking Alexa, but if you want to call in, what is it that you want to talk about when you call in? Amazing Lucas on Pierce Morgan talking on the CK issue and the distasteful memes of his death. Okay, that's an idea. That's an idea. We could probably vote on some of these. Let's see. Let's get some other suggestions. Let's get some other suggestions. Oh, I don't know why I feel so fatigued. This is crazy. I feel like just getting a nice little nap. All right, Mariana got the text notification. Cinnamon's been on the road. Okay, well, welcome back. Welcome back. Oh, here go your song, people. This is your song. You know what's really funny? This artist has other songs and those songs are in English. So this person speaks English. But I'm still going to ask a Korean speaking person what she's saying. I'm trying to... Oh, I know what I need to do. I need to go into settings. Where she says, "Nigga, who said that?" That's what it sounds like to me. Dreamscape suggestion. All right. So David is saying, I'm keeping you in my prayers. God be with you. Listen, a lot of people out there got their own interpretation of God. I've been around Brian. So, okay, so let's go. Come on, I want some suggestions for what we're going to look at for the watch party. If not, I'm interested in looking around on Candace Owens' page. I'm interested in seeing what she's been talking about. The Amazing Lucas, we can pop around in there too. So, you know what I'm saying? So let's, I just want this line to be sharp right here on this side. I just want it to be sharp. And it's still not sharp. It's like, it's doing whatever it wants to do. All right, that's sharp. There we go. All right, so talk to me. All right, there we go. The basketball player that tricked his ex-girlfriend to go 50-50 on rent, she couldn't afford on her own. He got a $200 million contract. What on earth? That sounds like a whole mess. So he got $200 million and he going 50-50 with somebody? Yeah, he don't like her. All right. Let's see what else we have. Rudy Giuliani has to pay $1.3 billion for the lies on stolen election fantasies he was peddling. Does he? Oh, the CK people going to the HBCU just looking to provoke. Yeah, I saw that foolishness. But for the watch party, we need something that Bantu knot is so small. What is going on? We need something that's long to watch. All right. The Rapture. See, the thing is, I need to watch videos because I can't really think to. Oh, this Bantu knot is coming out. What's happening? Okay, let's. So, what we can do is we can jump around a little bit. We can watch a little bit of Candace's video. Jump around to the Amazing Lucas on Piers Morgan. We can do a bunch of that. Since the first suggestion was the Amazing Lucas, let's pull that up and see what we have. YouTube Amazing Lucas Piers. Okay, let's see what we have. Amazing, let's see. What's this? This says A2, but is this his page? Let me search for Amazing Lucas. Let me go to A2 and see if that's one of his pages.
Say members only jacket or membership? I think they said membership. Make sure you join my membership
today. No, that's not his page.
I don't think no black person should ever go on Piers Morgan's show.
Okay. All right. Let's see this one right here. Okay, so this is, it looks like this is his page right here. So if you all are ready, I'm ready. Let's go ahead and get the party started. Let's get the party started. Let me get this on this side because last time it was in the way. All right. I feel really sleepy, y'all. And I just want to rest right now. But we're going to jump into this and see what we have. And then we're going to go from there. Okay?
Not how they expected. Oh my goodness.
You know what?
I just wanted to do.
I want to change up my intro and stuff. I really like how he has that thing coming down. And then from the ladies on I've Had It podcast, I really like at the end how they have their end screen. So I really want to incorporate some of these things going forward. Cardi B. Oh, that's an interesting one.
This video to do a recap of the Piers Morgan debate, because I know that some of you may have not seen it or others don't have the time to, watch the entire thing. So I just want to give little highlights, little snippets of debate and what I was thinking. So first thing first, I knew this was going to be a setup. And the reason why I knew it was going to be set up because I found out who was going to be on the panel. They told me that, hey, it was going to be 2 women and 2 men. I didn't know of anything of the Shapiro dude. I looked him up. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, he goes in hard. Never have I seen on the Piers Morgan show where it's been 2 women versus 2 men. So I was like, got you. They're going to try and paint me like the boogeyman. Okay, fine, sure enough, I'm expecting that. I don't know if you guys happen to know this. They wanted to get me on the show for the Ukrainian chick who was, taken away from the world by the schizophrenic black man. That's what they wanted to get me on the first time. I didn't catch the email in time. I was like, my bad. Shoot me up, next time if you want to work with me. So they hit me up with this. I was like, bet, let's do this. One thing I will say, I wasn't expecting it to be 3-on-1, because that's what it was.
3-on-1.
The debate, what would happen is that Piers Morgan, whenever one of the women was getting filleted, Piers Morgan would step in. And he would go and put on his cape and da-da-da-da. What I also wasn't expecting was Piers Morgan to be so bad faith in his questioning, because he kept on trying to get a gotcha from me. He kept on trying to get a piece where he could make me look like just an evil black guy, right? Because that's what they want to view, black people. Black people are the bad people. That's why you have, what's her name? Megyn Kelly, I believe that's her name, the man-looking woman. Damn. Megyn Kelly talking about Obama. Right? They trying to bring it to black people. Oh, it's trans issues, a trans issue. Well, it's like, well, how about we talk about the white youth? And that's a quote that I'm really happy about. If he had spent a modicum of his time focusing on the white youth, that perhaps he would still be with us today. Message. Where I was like, hey, if Charlie Kirk had not spent his time so much, talking about black culture and, gun violence, and spent some of that, a modicum of his time in the white youth, perhaps he would be here today. Yeah. Silence. Nobody said anything. And you'll see that's a reoccurring theme throughout the debate. Whenever he tries to get me with a gotcha, I smack it down, get that ish out of here. They don't say anything, right? Because after I said that, he doesn't follow up. He doesn't follow up with a question. He doesn't comment on what I said. He just then tries to go for, well, how does it make you feel? Matter of fact, I would argue that if Charlie Kirk, instead of focusing his time on black culture and black on black crime, if he had spent a modicum of his time focusing on the white youth, that perhaps he would still be with us today.
Damn.
Are you pleased he's dead?
What? Like what?
Just foolishness. Nothing but leading questions. Nothing more than emotional terrorism. That's what he's attempting to do. And trying to get me to slip up to make me look like some evil boogeyman who just wants to, get them all, I'm glad. No. One thing that they did throughout the debate was try to conflate people's feelings with how Charlie Kirk passed. And I think I should have stressed that point a little harder, because you can be elated about Charlie Kirk no longer being on this planet, okay? But also disagree with the way that he was taken from this planet. Those are 2 very different things, all right? Mm-hmm. You can disagree with the violence, but also be glad that he's not here. That feeling of happiness, of pleasure, of a person who caused harm, who caused terror to multiple communities, who is a complete bigot, anti-black racist, a litany of things, spread misinformation, that you can be happy that person is no longer on the planet. And I say that because if he had died of old age, say he had died at 82 or something, people would still be praising that finally he's no longer on the planet, okay? Without the political violence. You can be happy he's not here, but also be like, yeah, I don't think this is the way to get this person off of here, okay, off the planet. Those 2 beliefs can coexist. And one thing that I have no problem with is standing on 10. Because what they expected, I want people to understand, they expected me to get on there and start being Stephen from Django. That's what they wanted. They wanted me to go, you know who was? I used to think Charlie Kirk was a good person. And you know what? I didn't mean to say them posts, I didn't mean to do that. I'll delete them right now. You want me to delete them? I'm sorry.
No, this dude is bugging out. He's bugging out. But look at me. I look like George Jefferson with no hair in the middle and the 2 on the side. Hey, Wheezy. Okay, let me keep going.
All right, and that's not what they got.
Django isn't a slave. Django is a free man, you understand?
They got Django, okay? The D is silent. That's what happened, and they didn't like that. And you can see from their reaction and their responses that they were unprepared for such a Negro to be on the podcast.
Oh, wow.
Apparently, they didn't do their due diligence, but I sure as hell did mine, okay?
Oh, wow.
I don't know what to tell you, because they were very much shocked. You can look at them. There was multiple times throughout the debate that they were just stoned, this? That question
Jillian
didn't go the way I
Michaels?
thought it was gonna.
Is that Jillian? You know what? I lost so much respect for her after she was trying to downplay slavery. She's, ugh. All right.
Go. Because they don't like being called hypocrites. They don't like, and I said this in the debate, I was like, yo, I'm a mirror. If you don't like what you see, then change yourself, all right? It's as simple as that, then change yourself. I just want all the racists out there who are gnashing their teeth right now, and they mean, and all you little freaking death threats that you've been sending me. Let me just tell you something. We got 10 years of Charlie Kirk memes. I just want to let y'all know, we got 10 whole years of Charlie Kirk memes. That's correct. Them memes aren't going anywhere, bro.
Oh.
I think the point that I'm making by the memes that I'm putting out, which clearly has caused outrage and triggering, I find it a bit hypocritical that the people for years who said fuck your feelings are now overwhelmed with feelings at the moment.
Oh, wow.
And
Did
I
he
want
say
you to
that on
understand
air?
how deceitful Pierce was. Because Pierce showed up all these memes, right? You want to know what meme that he skipped on my profile? The meme that actually proved my point. That's the meme that he skipped. I'm going to show you. And it's a meme of showing that the MAGAs were laughing at the Trayvon challenge. They were laughing at the George Floyd challenge. But when it came to Charlie Kirk and people were saying, we don't care, then they were like screaming and crying. He didn't show that meme on the show. Didn't show that meme. And I blanked. I forgot that I had that meme up there. But that's why, because he's trying to paint a picture of a big, black, bad boogeyman. That's what he's trying to do.
He's out of line, but he's right.
Now when I interject, and I was told, mind you, yeah, Lucas, feel free to interject, all right? I just want to let you know. There is no taking turns. Just feel free to interject. I was like, all right, I'll do that. When I do that, what do they do? Oh, my God, you're talking over them. Oh, my God. What do? They play the victim. That's what they did throughout this entire debate.
Oh, wow.
Played the victim. Tried to make me the boogeyman. I just wasn't having it.
You can't treat him like any of the other niggas around here, because he ain't like any of the other niggas around here. You got it?
When it came to Jillian Michaels, I would say it's a highlight. Jillian Michaels, I very much remember Jillian Michaels downplaying slavery. That's what she did.
Thank you.
And I don't know what it is, but you can call me Ghost Rider. You can't put me in a room with evil and expect me not to go off.
Please get me out of here.
You're not
What
going
in
to
the
put
world?
me on a panel with a woman I know who downplayed slavery, heard her on CNN with Abby Phillips, and expect me not to call her out. That's not how this is going to work. But they've grown so accustomed to not being called out that when someone does call them out, they don't know what to do. You see how flustered she got. You know the census. Don't tell me about any census.
I don't think I need
on
any
its
litigation
face.
from a woman who tried to downplay slavery, who tried to all lives matter slavery after
wanna
she
discuss
purchased a
that?
black child. That's what I would
Purchased a
argue.
black child.
I don't think you need to as far as
Would you
litigate
like to
anything.
discuss it?
Okay.
Damn.
What you
wrong.
cited
Maybe we can
was
discuss it.
inaccurate. You can actually look it up. I don't know if you did.
I
I
actually
doubt you
did
do your
look
due
it up.
diligence. You clearly did not,
Would you
because
like to
in that
discuss
study
it?
that you're citing, in the study that I'm discussing it right now, in the study that you're citing, it takes into account not only the slaves, it takes into account the northern states and the southern states. So to try and implement or to say this all lives matter when it comes to slavery, which is abhorrent and in extreme contradiction to American history, especially in this country as chattel slavery as black Americans.
He's out of line, but he's right.
This is the same woman that when I asked her, did you do any due diligence about what Charlie Kirk said about black people being in segregation and whatnot, how they were better off? She's like, I fact-checked every word. She didn't even fact-check the census, bruh. These people are so deceptive, they're so deceitful, that if you don't know their deception, you'll just have to take it at face value, because that's what they're used to. They're used to, as I say, lineage of evil. This is, as Dr. DeGroy, great book, Post-Traumatic Slave Syndrome. I advise everyone to read it. But it goes on that, hey, how black Americans have post-traumatic slave syndrome, that many white Americans have post-traumatic slave master syndrome. Damn. And as a slave master, the slave didn't second guess the master. The slave didn't ask questions about the master. The slave didn't ask for reference. The slave couldn't read or write. What was the slave gonna, as far as call out the master on? Nothing. So that's the mindset of many of these people, not all, but many of them that come from a lineage of evil. That's their mindset. So when they are called out for their wickedness, when they're called out for their deceitfulness, just as Jillian was, she didn't know what to say. And then I called her out again. I was like, listen, the fact that you were gonna, downplay slavery, but then have a black child that you purchased, that is disgusting. That's contradictory. Now, that got her in her feelings, me saying that she purchased a child, but you have to understand, I'm very familiar when many white couples or white people purchase black children. We had a story not too long ago where this couple purchased black children and used them as slaves.
What?
So, yes, 100%. You're gonna have to tell me a moment in time where white people or a white majority love black people and they love black children. From what I recall of the history books, y'all were using black children for gator bait.
Damn.
So forgive me if I have second thoughts when I see a white woman purchase a black child. And she tried to say, well, I had to pay the fees. Boo, you purchased a black child, that's what you did. It just is what it is. Now, I'm not saying that this is child trafficking. I'm just saying that, hey, there was fees attached with you having this child, all right? You can call it money laundering, you can call it whatever you want. I don't care, all right? I'm not saying she did that. I'm just letting you know that it can be very much seen as that, especially from a woman who doesn't even know black history.
Thank
How
you.
you not gonna know black history but have a black child? I know why, because you want to brainwash her. You want to brainwash her just as America has brainwashed many black Americans. You want to brainwash her just as Charlie Kirk gets a whole bunch of Sambo soldiers, okay?
Ooh.
So they can go out and brainwash
didn't.
other people. I understand why you want to do that. I get that. So you can say, how can I be racist? I have a black daughter. How can I be racist? My black daughter agrees with me. Your black daughter agrees with you because you probably brainwashed her. I understand the tactics that you do. I understand the evil that you guys have.
You know what's really wild? I was in a debate recently, a scholarly debate, with a white guy who started bringing up a white family, a black family member, right? And I was like, is she biracial? Then I found out that the family member was related to him by association or by marriage or whatever. And I was like, okay. So yeah, so they definitely do that. They definitely do that. They bring up a attachment to a black person and make it seem as if their opinion has more weight and fortitude because of that relationship. Wild.
Have grown accustomed to, that you expect everyone to just accept as normal, and some of us don't accept that as normal. Some of us are going to call you out.
Someone cooked here.
And also, I just want to bring this up. I find it absolutely hysterical that Jillian wanted to say that Charlie Kirk didn't believe in race, when literally his verbatim, almost his last words was, is that counting or not counting gang violence, right?
True.
He very much believed in race. That's why he brought up black women or
all
his
the
DEI.
time.
That's why he brought up as far as the great white replacement. How are you going to talk about the white replacement if you don't believe in race?
Exactly.
Then we get into Jeffree Star. And I really lost my ish then because I wasn't told that Jeffree Star was going to be on the panel. Jeffree Star just showed up, okay?
Oh, wow.
Never told about Jeffree Star being on the panel. And I was like, I know this can't be the same Jeffree Star that called the N-word and said black women had nappy hair. I know this can't be the same person that you invited on the panel. Now, Piers Morgan, shocker, surprise, didn't know anything about that. This is what I'm talking about. They'll get me on memes, but then bring up Steven Crowder, who made a mockery of George Floyd. Did Piers Morgan ask Steven Crowder about his mockery of George Floyd? No. Bring up anyone throughout the 10 years that the right and many of these right-leaning accounts, whether it's Live with TikTok, In Wokeness, I'm Yes, You Are No, many of these racist accounts constantly berated George Floyd, constantly brought up jokes and memes about George Floyd, constantly lied and said it was a fentanyl overdose, despite us having a courtroom and a verdict, okay, that dispelled all of those. Did he bring up any of those people and question, hey, why did you put this meme out? Why do you keep on saying fentanyl overdose when that was proven not to be true? No. So I was going to lions then. Well, maybe next time y'all need to bring bigger lions.
I'm curious what makes you so curious.
That being said, going back to Jeffree Star, I called that fool out as well. I was like, listen, you like, why are you here to begin with? You have no say-so over anything. I don't think anybody even knows who this, whatever that thing is.
I'm about to clutch
But
my
you best believe
pearls.
there are clips and there are documents of him calling black women nappy-headed and calling N-words. I don't lie. I don't need to lie.
Shut up, you fucking nigger, bitch.
These people are of no value to me for me to lie.
No, the hell he didn't. No, the hell he didn't. No, the hell he didn't. Wow. Let's go back.
But you best believe there are clips and there are documents of him calling black women nappy-headed and calling N-words. I don't lie. I don't need to lie.
Shut up, you fucking bitch.
These people are no value to me for me to lie on their name.
Wow.
What are we talking about? Now, at the end of the day, do I think that Pierce will have me on again or I think other networks will invite me on? I don't know, bro. It's a coin flip, bro. It's 50-50, to be honest with you. Because they can possibly see it as, hey, it's a benefit because of the ratings, but they can also see that as a threat. Because what you have to understand, what they want to present is a big, black, bad boogeyman. That's what they want. So when you have people like me that get on these programs and know the game, bruh. I know how to play the game. I know how to phrase things just as well as they do. I know how to, rope-a-dope and all the little, stupid little rhetorical antics. They see that as a threat, okay? So upon having someone be a threat, well, you're not going to have them on other shows because then they're going to be a threat there. They're going to be a threat there. They're going to be a threat there. And then eventually you get enough white people, some of the white ignorants start waking up. And then you get some of the black people start waking up. Hey, I ain't got to be a Sambo soldier. Then it becomes a problem. That's what you have to understand. So, all honesty, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. But all I know is when called upon, best believe I'm going to show up. Jillian did offer to have me on her show. We'll see if that comes of any fruition.
Let me bring in
If you'd like to come on my podcast, I would be more than happy to do a platform.
That's a different podcast for a different time.
More than willing to have discourse.
Okay, you know what?
Honor Charlie Kirk,
if you're willing for discourse, let Riley Gaines speak.
I don't know. We'll see. I'll keep you guys informed.
Wow.
Anyways, that's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have a disagreement, you know where to find me. Thursday through Saturday, disagreement day. There'll be a number on screen. You call and we duke it out. Otherwise.
All right, I'm going to put his, that was a good suggestion. That was an interesting video. Was that the one you were talking about? I'm going to put this video in the description area of these videos. Let me update the title. I'm going to put it in the description on, hey, cannot edit selected event, select a different one or create a new one. Update title. Let me, here. His name is Amazing Lucas, right? Or is it The Amazing? Let me just put the video. I'm going to put, let me tag him. This was a good one. Let's go here, see what his video name is. It's The Amazing Lucas. All right. So let's go at The Amazing Lucas. And then let me put his video. All right, next up, let's get the next one up to react to. What else do we have? This was a good one. Let's see what else we have. Whew. I give some more suggestions. I'm gonna put the thing up here and then I'll look for, I enjoyed that too. That was very interesting. All right, so what were some of the other ones that people recommended earlier? So Amazing Lucas was one. And what were some other ones? Jeffree Star lied on that show? Wow. The debate was awesome. Okay. Yeah, so the thing is, I want to be able to get in as many videos as we can. So now that you all know who he is, click on it, watch it, support his channel, support everybody's channel that you see me add on the show. So let's see, who else? Come on. Who else? Let's get some more up and running. As a matter of fact, let us get a few in the box so that as soon as we finish one, we could get to the next one. So inside the description of the video is a link to my website, tonyatko.com/contact. You can submit videos there, and then we shall go from there. What do we have up next? We were going to go through Candace's page and look at some of her videos that she put up. Somebody's saying he scared you because he's a Halloween character perpetually. I don't know what that person is talking about. I don't know what that person is talking about, but let's continue going forward. Let's see what else we have for a watch party. Oh, okay. What do you all think of my Bantu knot so far? Very cute, right? Very, what was that thing? Very something, very mindful. I forgot what they called it. Okay. Oh, demure. Demure. Very demure, very mindful. Okay. I didn't know Jillian Michaels bought a black child, and then she's over there, don't know nothing. Like the hubris of these people to think that they can adequately raise a self-loving black person, and they don't know nothing about black people. They don't have respect and humility for our unique journey. I wouldn't even think of raising a Singaporean, Indonesian, any other type of child and not know about their culture. Like, what's wrong with some of these people? They have no respect. All right. Nobody's giving any suggestions? Oh, yes, demure. Very demure. Very mindful. Very demure. Okay, I'm going to check my email in a second and see if anybody dropped any videos over there. And then, or I could just look at some of the short videos. But the thing is, I want a nice long video so I could get more of my hair done while the video is playing. Or I could just go to my homepage and start looking and seeing. Lord have mercy. Unbelievable. Somebody does not like the catchphrase demure and mindful? I got you. I got you. All right. Oh, Kay is saying, I'm a hairstylist and you're doing a phenomenal job. Thank you. I appreciate that. What do you think of like the little gold underneath? Isn't that beautiful? Okay, I'm trying to get the little back row done. Somebody said Cardi B. Okay, so Cardi B had sat down with, you see, the channel that Cardi B sat down with likes to give copyright stuff. So the video will be up while we're on, but then it'll be down and then I have to fight it. So let me go to my YouTube studio area. And go and let's see what we have. Okay, let's see. Oh, let me get some music on while we doing this.
We should head back to our old place in the faraway town where I met you, baby. All those years pass, now I know you. How the times can change and I get a little down.
All right, listen, we might as well get up and do a little dance. All right, we're gonna look at Cardi B next. But which Cardi B should we look at? Which Cardi B should we look at? All right. Wasting my tears on a broken dream. Maybe all right, come on. Another mistake. Maybe I don't want to feel this heartache. Every time you let me down, I get to thinking I don't even know why. I wish I had a hat so I could just do my do-si-do. Let's see what else we have. A little faster pace. Do you feel the same? Let's see. See what this is. Nope. Nope. I need to separate fast music from slow music. Oh, my head is throbbing. What in the world? Okay, listen, y'all want some sexy music? Here, come on. Hey, 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 hey.
Why are you going back and forth?
can't you just tell me? I just wanna be your bride, wanna be. I wanna give our love away. You're not letting me, yeah, get through to you. Yeah, if you let the guard down, baby, this is what I'll do. I'll do.
That was our little bit of exercise. So I'm happy we got that in. That was wonderful. That was wonderful. If there's ever a song on the platform that you want to know, please just Shazam it and you can find out the name and the artist and you can support them as well. I pay a license to play the music on this show. So there's only particular artists that I can play. So if you do hear something, these are smaller known artists who are on their way up. So support their music as well. Whew. That was good, y'all. That was good. I'm liking the way my hair's coming out. Okay, so let a reggae song, was it, what type of reggae was it? Was it like rubber dub music, like from like old school? Because there was one I used to love to play called Dub Me Sideways. I can see if I can find that real quick. Whew, let me see. Control find D-U-B. Oh, for some reason it's not coming up. Let's see, where is it? Death Dance. Oh, I have multiple pages now. That's how many songs I've accumulated. Let's see. There's Digital. Tell them no, no, no. Come and get it. Let's see. Fill My Cup. Here's Dub Me Sideways here. Is this the song? Whew. Okay. Is this the song that you were talking about, or is it another one? Let me know. Because you know if I hear, listen. Is this it? Let me know. New school reggae? I don't know. What other reggae song is there? Let's see. Are you sure it's reggae and not Afrobeats? How about this? This is still old school right there. Let's see, what other? I'm looking on the list. Are you sure it's reggae, not Afrobeats? Curious. All right. A. All right, let's see. And then we're gonna get into Cardi B. Which Cardi B video should we look at? It was faster than that. Was it reggae beats? Was it Afro beats? Is it something like this? Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey. What about this one? This is also Afro beats. Was it in English?
My baby, I like you. My baby, I die for you.
I don't know, my dear. All of these songs are on Shazam. I'm telling you, all of them are.
My baby, I don't cover that, I die for you. I pray to the Lord. I rise to the Lord.
Okay, Kid Fury and Chrissy podcast, The Read on Cardi B. Okay, send me the link. The link is in the description of this video. Send it to me on my website, tonyatko.com/contact. Here's another one. This is this says it is reggae right here. Let's see. How are you gonna say this is reggae? Oh, 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 oh. This is Afrobeats right here.
But do my shima.
Hey,
I'ma get be my shima.
Oh, oh,
I don't know my waiting ma.
Hey.
Say my caliber, I'm a waiting no. Bana winner.
Okay. So Cardi B is up next. We're gonna watch. What do you all want to hear about her baby? I think that's Somali music, actually. I think that the last group was from Somalia. Or Sudan, I'm not sure. Correct me in the comments. Okay. Okay, so let me look in my inbox for the Cardi B clip.
Chad Malin ain't no ghost writer. How I they give them better lamba? Pull my weight ain't no boss tiger. Oluwa too much, oh. Oluwa too much, oh. Man just they ask why you still love on me. Baba you too much, oh. Man still they ask why you.
Okay, somebody sent me a video about some pretty privilege. Okay. All right. Hold on. Okay. So this is what's up next. If you want me to react to the Cardi B one, you got to send it to me so I know what link we're talking about. All right. tonyatko.com/contact. The link is in the description, so you could click right there. And admin, can you put it in? She just put it in not too long ago. So scroll up, you'll see it. All right, so this is the next video we're going to watch. This is called Pretty Privilege. So let's see what we're talking about here. What can I say about a rapture that never happened? What can I say about that? What can I say? Is there a video you want me to react to? Or you just want to just straight talk about it? You want to call in and talk about the rapture? Because I don't know what these people was on. I didn't even know it was supposed to be a rapture this past Tuesday. All right, so here, this is the video that someone sent me for us to react to. So let's get into it.
Appears to be mixed race woman on TikTok named Tamika, and she
is currently getting dragged
up and down the black side of the internet for saying that she gets hated on for being pretty. And by the way, I just dropped a new video for Neptunian members and patrons. So if you're interested, the links to watch are in the description box. Now let's get into what Tamika had to say.
Pretty privilege is real. It is. I said the shit. It's real. So because of the color of my skin, because of the color of my eyes, because of my hair texture, I get hated on. I'm gonna need you people who hate on people who are pretty to at least take into consideration that we getting it out here. Like, we already getting it. We don't need it from you as well. Give us a break. I mean, be mad at moms and dad. Huh? We didn't do it. We didn't ask to be put here to look like this, okay? Whatever we was mixed up with, it's here, and we didn't have anything to do with it. I was in a public spot a few weeks ago, and there was a gentleman who was talking to me more than he was talking to the other ladies in the room. And ever since then, those ladies have been treating me like shit. And it wasn't my fault. He was just talking to me. I mean, probably because I was confident enough to speak back to him. I don't know. But they was hating. And they've been treating me like shit ever since. So y'all, be kind. Be kind to us pretty girls. We out here struggling. I think we should just call a spade a spade. People are coming for me because they are haters.
So you heard what Tamika had to say, and she is getting dragged all over the internet by black men and black women to the point to where she took all of her videos down. And I think most people are respectfully pointing out the obvious, that this woman benefits more from colorism and not necessarily pretty privilege. But I've also seen a lot of people comparing her to E.T. There are people who were bringing up her old pictures when she was young before she lost the weight, and they
Chrissy foul for that. Chrissy is foul for that. She foul. She didn't have to put this in me. She didn't have to put this in. Oh, my abdominals. She didn't have to put this in me. She didn't have to do this, Chrissy. Chrissy, girl, you didn't have to do this. You could have told the story without this. Because I did not. This is my first time hearing of this. So I didn't know that they were comparing her to E.T. So this is my first time hearing about this. Chrissy, now come on, Christina, you didn't have to do this. You didn't have to do this. You could. You didn't have to do this. You didn't have to do this. You didn't have to do this. Oh my goodness, listen.
Colorism and not necessarily pretty privilege. But I've also seen a lot of people comparing her to E.T. There are people who were bringing up her old pictures when she was young before she lost the weight, and they are roasting her. I mean, it is pretty bad. Y'all know the internet is brutal. And in the age of social media where everybody's flaws are under a microscope and everybody's measuring stick for beauty is young, hot, thin Instagram models, if you aren't exceptionally attractive or at least above average, you are begging to get roasted. And just like I said about that weird black woman troll who went viral for saying Lupita is ugly, I don't understand the women on TikTok who literally walk into getting roasted. Forget walk. They're running and leaping into getting roasted at this point. And this is why I feel the need to keep reiterating, ladies, self-awareness and knowing how your beauty is perceived in the eyes of other people is extremely important as a woman, because then you know how to not embarrass yourself like this online. If this woman truly knew her perceived level of attractiveness, and if she was actually reading the room and understood the current atmosphere online, she wouldn't have done this. And I can't fully blame her, because colorism in the black community contributes to this kind of delusion and audacity. And as much as some black people hate to admit it, black men are a huge reason this woman is as delusional as she is. And black Black women are partially to blame as well, but we're going to get into that in a minute. But I see some of the triggered Black women getting upset about people calling this lady ugly. But I remember a while back when a conventionally unattractive dark-skinned woman went viral on TikTok for saying that she didn't get approached by men because of colorism or because she has Black features or something like that. And people were in her comments and even here on YouTube dragging her for filth. And they told her colorism and being Black isn't the reason men don't find you attractive. It's because you're overweight and it's because you're unattractive. So nobody gets spared on these internet streets. I know a lot of y'all aren't used to mixed race women getting dragged like this, but it's a new day. And there are a lot of Black women in particular who are no longer willing to coddle light-skinned women and mixed race women. And this situation is very similar to the dark-skinned women who y'all always say use the colorism card where it doesn't apply. Pretty is not the reason that Tamika is getting hated on. Tamika is likely getting hated on because of her personality. And I know she sounds nice, but think about it. If she had the audacity to go on TikTok and say what she said to millions of people on the internet, imagine how she talks in real life. She's probably one of those insufferable light-skinned women who think that anytime somebody doesn't like her, it's because she's light-skinned with light eyes. If you grew up around Black people, if you know a lot of Black people, we all know that person. Let's just be honest. If somebody don't like her, if somebody don't care for her, it's always because she light-skinned and she pretty. And if Tamika said this online to a bunch of strangers with her name and face out there, she's probably repeating this to someone in real life, to the people that she knows in real life. And what usually happens in the real world when people talk like this, people will just kind of think to themselves, oh, this woman is kind of delusional. And they just kind of distance themselves without saying anything because most people aren't going to tell her to her face, oh, it's definitely not because you're pretty. That's probably not the reason. And they're not going to say that because it's not socially acceptable to say. But they will say it online, behind a computer screen or a cell phone. And Tamika reminds me so much of a girl I used to be friends with when I was in my 20s. I talked about her on my channel before, but she's light-skinned, about the same color as Tamika, long hair, and she would come to work with the top of her butt crack showing all the time. And when she finally got called in the office about it, because our supervisors were two older Black women, she said they was hating on her because she had a nice body and because she was pretty. But it's like, no, it's really because your butt crack is always showing at work. So I know firsthand.
Okay, is there any more of this video that we need to watch? Because let's get to the end and see what else is being said.
Non-Black man to have light-skinned children. And there's nothing wrong with uplifting your children and complimenting their features, but negatively comparing them to yours is the problem. And that is what contributes to the superiority complex that many of them have. And it could turn into delusion as they get older. And you also want to be careful not to give your unambiguous dark-skinned daughters an inferiority complex as well by using negative language about their features. Because those are the Black women who live vicariously.
All right, so let's get to the next video. This was wild. This was wild. I had not heard of this story. Unbelievable. I'm going to check the inbox and see who sent me. All right, it looks like Jessica sent something. Okay, here. This is the Cardi B video. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I need to put Chrissy's video. Hold on. I need to put Chrissy's video in the description of this video. So it's at Chrissy, right? Let me just check, because you know people be having all different types of names. Okay, Chrissy's Way. Chrissy's Way. Okay. So, at Chrissy's, ChrissIessWay. Okay, so I'm putting Chrissy's video here so you can support the original video. Okay, I've just updated the description with that. Okay, so now we're going to go over to, it looks like King of Reeds. So thank you for sending that, Jesse. Okay, so let's jump into this and see.
There's a lot that we can learn from this Cardi B and Crystal situation. I will say that I am taking note on how Cardi B responded to Crystal versus how she responded to Samara. And I want to talk about that.
Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on.
What is going on, you all? We got to talk about Cardi B versus Crystal, Crystal versus Cardi B. So last week, Cardi B sat down with Gayle King and made an announcement that she was pregnant with Stefan Diggs' child. In this interview, Gayle King asked her about her tour. Cardi B spoke on it. She said she does not come for weak women and that she's probably going to have this child right before she goes on tour. So in this newest episode of The Read with Kid Theory and Crystal spoke on Cardi B being pregnant, and it was something.
That is how we raise decent, good people. Yo mama out here giving her pussy to whoever the fuck she wants to and keeping whatever y'all drop off in her fucking uterus is crazy. I was expecting so much more out of Cardi B because you are not just some broke, bored bitch in the Bronx who don't have shit else to do. Oh, I ain't got nothing to do today. I ain't got no money to go out. Let me just fucking get pregnant. Like, you have a life. You have a career. You have things to work towards and work for. Like, I just cannot.
Well, she's a street bitch. I think this show is older than her time in the strip club. Like, she
is that Larry Reid?
Like, she's Cardi B, yes, and Met Gala now, and you would like to think that people
that's
will
not
go,
Larry Reid.
oh wow, things to live for, access time to do better and be better.
Or having 3 kids already, maybe because you have so much money, it's not really hitting you because other people are doing so much of the actual day-to-day childcare work. Maybe it's not hitting you how much kids really do need a solid foundation and need their parents to be locked in and engaged with them. You say, oh, well, my kids are fine because it's an assortment of nannies to take care of them 24/7. Your children will be hurting for the lack of their father's presence in their life if their father is either lacking because he's a healthy, great dad who's simply not around anymore, or lacking because they deserve a healthy, great dad who's not there and never was there because that's not Offset or who he is or what he does. Either way, the children lose.
She
Blossom
really
just turned 1, meaning you were fully pregnant. You talking about going on tour in February. All right, it's mid-September now. So I'm guessing that means you're knocking on your last trimester.
Right, I would guess.
So you're going to give birth to this baby probably near the end of the year, towards the top of the year, and then spend 6 weeks in surgery and tour rehearsal to then do what? Go on stage and do nothing. I went back and watched Cardi B's performances after she came back after having Culture. Some of the most boring shit you ever seen in your life. And not because of the performance itself. Oh, it's great colors and costumes and dancers and musicians. There's a bunch of shit going on. You know who not doing nothing? Cardi. Laying down on a round table and letting that shit spin around for half the performance and then getting up and having niggas salsa dance her and twirl her ass around on stage for a little while. She don't do shit.
Damn. This girl is going in.
You waited all this time to release another album just to get pregnant in the middle of this album being done and preparing for the why?
Oh goodness.
Why?
She taking this very personally.
You never heard of condom?
Did she say you don't know how to use your butt? Wow, this woman is really going off. And you would think that Cardi was her mother. And she was bringing in another kid, taking away her resources. Lord, I don't know what is going on.
And preparing for the why? 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 You don't know how to use your butt? You never heard of condoms?
She wanted to have the baby.
You never heard of the IUD? You never heard of the pill?
Wow, she taking this very personally.
You decided to get pregnant by the you cheated on your husband with? Why?
Ooh, ouch.
This is just dumb shit. This is so stupid. You are bringing a whole new person into the world, girl. It's not playtime. It's not that Labubu Kid Fury just got. It's not some toy you can just toss around and it don't matter how it feel about nothing. It don't matter about its circumstance.
Yeah, this is coming from her soul. Because she probably lived through that. Her mother was probably like that, or somebody very close to her, her sister, somebody. This woman is speaking from her heart. This is experience right there. This woman is you could hear the pain in her voice. She's saying Cardi's name, but she's talking about somebody closer to her. Mother, sister, somebody.
Getting ready to release your sophomore album and finally go on tour because you canceled it the last time. Why? Kids. to finally do that shit. And now you're like, oh, as soon as I'm ready. I've been stretching. I'm getting my body ready. You're getting ready to go lay down and pray that mommy makeover don't kill you like it do so many other women. And then do you a little boom cack 1-2 sidestep on that tour.
Crystal did this rant for almost 8 minutes, and poor Kid Theory and his little boo-boo. So for those who do not know, The Read with Kid Theory and Crystal is an iconic queer podcast, black queer podcast. They've been around for years. Kid Theory is a YouTuber who's known for his Furious Thoughts YouTube channel. Kid Theory is just an icon in black queer culture, like, period. We just have to acknowledge that. And for them to be around this long, still doing their podcast and still doing tours every once in a while, shout out to them. So they went off. Well, mainly Crystal went off for almost 8 minutes. And some of the things that she said, my first reaction was like, oh my gosh. Like, people who have been listening to The Read for a decade said they haven't heard Crystal speak like this in a long time. Like, this was giving 2014, 2015 era. And I want to talk about that. So make a note of that. So I don't listen to them that often, but I did go and listen to the podcast. Before they got into the conversation about Cardi B, they were speaking on other celebrities who have a lot of children, and they were talking about Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon did an interview, and he basically showed regret of him having all of these children. But not one time in that interview did he apologize and, hey, this is what I'm going to do to change and all of that. He didn't do any of that. He didn't apologize to his children. He didn't do any of that.
Maybe he doing that behind closed doors.
They had a segue from that and got into Cardi B. Now, again, when I listened to it, I was caught off guard. I was like, oh, wow. Like, I haven't heard Crystal speak like this in a minute. Like, it's been a while since I've heard her go off. And it was almost 8 minutes long. So there were some things that caught me off guard, and I was just not a fan of. Some of the stuff I thought was funny. This is The Read. They drag celebrities. Well, some celebrities. To hear her go off with this type of platform was like, wow. Like, because a lot of people have been saying it on social media. With that being said, coming back to me laughing at it, I took a break. I did a 48-hour detox from my phone this weekend. And I encourage some folks to do it, especially celebrities like Cardi B. I've already talked about that. The stuff that Crystal said did kind of hit me later on as I sat with it, and I did not find it funny. I don't find it funny that Crystal was basically doing things that we would call out if our older parents would do, telling a woman what she can and cannot do with her body. And I say that because we are in a time where we're seeing reproductive rights being snatched, all of the stuff that is happening with this current administration, how the right is, the stuff that they just did in Arizona, and how they're playing politics right now. It's just not it right now. And it's not it at all, if I'm being completely honest. Like, yes, I apologize for even laughing, because I think I recorded an Instagram story of me looking at it like, wow,
so
and
how
recording.
Much,
and
let's jump to the back and see what
a
else
little
is.
bit. I'm not going to hold you. Like, she did push it. And I feel like what Cardi B said in Pretty and Petty. Now,
Let's go back a little
because Crystal made a comment about her being on the operating table. Now, if we go and listen to Cardi's new album on the song Pretty and Petty, she mentioned in this diss of Bia that she wouldn't mind being unalived on an operated table if she doesn't look like Bia. Every time I pray, I thank God I'm not you. I'd rather on the surgery table before I got.
Hold on. Let's see. Let's get this a little bit smaller. All right.
Gotta walk around here looking like you. That's what she said. That's what Cardi B said in Pretty and Petty.
Wow.
Now, Crystal said this before the album even got released. So Cardi B is even mentioning that she will go and get work done so she doesn't have to look like this. Now, these are two light-skinned women going at it or whatever, and Bia's diss to Cardi was trash, but we know that Cardi B is obsessed with her image and her likeness and how she looks.
I missed something. I don't know who
And
Bia is.
We can be
Hold
honest.
on. Let's go to the middle here.
I think there is a way to have a conversation about this, but with great power comes great responsibility. You have an enormous platform. That is why it went viral. People were saying these things. She's saying a lot of stuff that folks are saying, but you are Crystal over at The Read that has been doing a podcast for 10 years. Everybody's not doing that.
Never
With that
heard of
being
her.
said, you have to be a little bit more calculated in how you speak on things like this. And I think that it gave auntie behavior, old auntie behavior, if I'm being honest. You use this platform to drag this woman for almost 8 minutes about the things that she's doing.
With her own body.
Yes, we can have conversations about celebrities and them thinking because they have a mass amount of wealth that they can do anything they want to do. But with that being said, this same week, the Beyonce, Jay-Z sitting next to Ivanka Trump and also Jared Kushner was not brought up on this episode of The Read. It was not brought up. Was not talked about at all. And people are now calling y'all out for that. Because we know y'all allegiance to Beyonce. We know that you all went to the sacred event and all of that. We know that you have a long history of being Beyonce stans. And I feel like as creators and people with platforms, we have to not only...
I'm ready to move on to the next video. What's the next thing we're going to react to? I'm going to put this video's link in the comments. It's with his channel name. So this is King of Reads. Let me grab this, copy, and then go to his page and see what his ad is. At King of Reads. Okay, so I'm going to update that. So next video up, please. At King of READS. And then his link, and then update. All right, so what's the next video that's up? I'm gonna check the mailbox. If you wanna submit a video for us to watch, put it in go to my website and send it. The direct link is in the description of this video. I have no new videos. So what's up next? Somebody wanted to talk about the Rapture. Somebody said that, what's her name? My brain is blanking on it. It was right on the tip of my tongue. Starts with a C that she did. Let me put C. What was her name? Somebody said that Cynthia G. That's what it is. Cynthia. Let me look up Cynthia G. Rapture. Let's see. Okay, so Cynthia G. So I'm going to her channel now. And Cynthia G is back. I'm so happy to see that. Let's see. The Rapture. Do women hate themselves? Becky is Bandit's favorite. Okay, so let's see. It's
about that. I had to.
She's looking so good. Go girl. Go look at her. She looks so sophisticated. All right.
We are ready now.
So
I want to see if y'all see how they like to play in people's face.
Students upset after two conservative activists made an unannounced visit to Tennessee State University. The pair was eventually escorted off of campus by police as angry students gathered around. News 2's Kenley Hargett reports on the aftermath of that event.
If you want to talk to people who disagree with you, you go to the place where people are likely to disagree with you.
Students visibly upset at a conservative group showing up to their university unannounced. The group is on a nationwide college tour to honor Charlie.
Now look, I want y'all to look at these signs that they have down here. Because when you hear the next clip, I want y'all to listen to what they saying, but then look at these signs here. DEI should be illegal. Deport all illegals now. Let's talk. Let's go ahead and continue now that you saw these signs.
Kirk, and to open dialogue on various political topics. Tuesday, they chose Tennessee State University, where they set up 2 controversial signs in front of their table. One saying, DEI should be illegal, and the other, deport all illegals now. Let's talk. I sat down with 2 members of the group on why they chose to come to an HBCU.
We kind of just drive places and then we end up in a city. We pick a city.
Listen, we're watching this right now. We're going to skip around, but let's get the next video queued up. So go to TonyaTKO.com/contact and let's get the next video ready to look at. Okay. You reviewed the Candace Owens thing already. Yes, I did it last video.
Yeah. And then we just go to that city and then we kind of figure out what universities are there. We didn't know that TSU was an HBCU until the night before. He didn't know until we got on campus.
Students upset after 2 conservative activists made.
They didn't know that this was the DEI, but this was the HBCU. But they showed up there with DEI signs. Now, do you think if they go to a PWI, like a private white university, do you think they go in there with DEI signs?
No.
Probably not. They went with DEI signs because they knew this was a HBCU.
Exactly.
They knew it was a HBCU. They're lying.
Until they told him on campus.
The university has released a statement about the event, saying university policy requires any demonstration or protest activity requires advance approval and permitting. The group told me they reached out to TSU for approval, but could not reach them. They believe even if they had approval, they still would have been met with anger.
I don't know what would have been different about the situation. We probably would have been posted up in the exact same spot. The exact same people would have been on campus, and they would have had the exact same mindset.
The group planned.
Right, so basically you did know it was a HBCU and you didn't bother to get permission because you felt like nothing would change then what, so you were going to do this anyway. Basically they're saying we were going to go up to a HBCU to try to taunt black people anyway. Now I don't know why black people still in the South. I don't really get it. I don't know why black people are kind of carrying on like they're not in a war zone. I don't understand that. But they did this on purpose.
They did.
This was purposeful.
They
did.
did.
To continue their tour of speaking at colleges and universities, but they still don't plan to announce where they will speak next due to safety concerns. TSU says they will continue to uphold university policies and ensure campus remains a safe, welcoming, and orderly environment for all members of their community. Reporting in Nashville, Kenley Harkett, News 2.
I actually saw the video that they posted, and the video that they posted was real ignorant. They tried to make the black people look like animals and act like they were so afraid for their lives. These white men here are disgraceful. They purposely went there acting the damn fool. For what reason? I know, because they want drama. They want to put black people's lives at risk. They want to encourage other white people to come onto the campus to put black people's lives at risk. These men are diabolical and they're problematic. These trashy, disgusting.
Until they.
Mega supporters invaded our HBCU.
What is going on over here?
You called the East.
They know exactly where they
We
at.
created y'all knowledge. We created y'all science. We created y'all math. Y'all didn't do shit besides steal. Y'all didn't do anything to your. You guys didn't make shit. You guys touch children. You guys fuck.
Showing them the door.
We walking them to the door, y'all. I don't even know how they got on campus. We gonna figure that out, but I don't know. They need to get like a trespass, penalty or something because
sending them off.
Tell him it's that boy. He thought he was gonna come up like Charlie.
Yes. Yes. Say good job, TSU.
Good job. Shout out to my
Mega supporters in.
Timu Charlie Kirk is literally taking me out. I'm trying.
Timu Charlie Kirk.
I'm really trying with you, Tam Leo. But Timu Charlie Kirk is like I can't even I literally cannot even look at it. I honestly can't. I can't even look at it because The whole Timu Charlie Kirk is like literally doing me in. It really is. Why don't they go to Oral Roberts University? Because they want to antagonize black people.
All right, we're gonna
They want to
skip
antagonize
forward.
black people, and they knew exactly what they were doing. They knew exactly what they were doing, and then they
All right, let's skip forward and see what else we have. It looks like a lot of different videos are reacted to in this one. Okay.
And that black people getting raptured by the same God as white people, because then we got a problem. Houston, we got a problem. And Houston, we got a big problem. We got a big problem if you think that white people's God is rapturing black people. Because I know y'all don't think y'all serving the same God as Charlie Kirk.
Oh my goodness.
And Donald Trump.
Lord have mercy.
Because that God ain't coming to get no black people. That God don't even like white immigrants, and definitely ain't about to get no black people.
Damn.
So I just need to know. I don't think that they panned out the logistics here of this rapture, but let's see if it can be explained in the period. Kind of like a Prime Day sale.
God took me to see the future.
Okay, hold on.
That God don't even like white immigrants, and definitely ain't about to get no black people. So I just need to know. I don't think that they panned out the logistics here of this rapture, but let's see if it can be explained in this video here. Let's listen to this video, because this is where the rumor started with this bandit here out of South Africa, always spreading misinformation. Let's play it.
What people will hear is God revealing his plan.
To his people.
To the people of the world. Yeah. God took me to see the future, and then he brought me back. And then heaven, in a throne room.
So God took him to the future, brought him back. God came down in a DeLorean, took him back to the future, brought him back here, and then told him this is when, I guess he took him to the future to see when the rapture was going to happen. And then he took him back to the future in the DeLorean, and then he got on Twitter and started telling y'all. This is how that happened.
I see Jesus sitting on his throne, and I could hear him very loud and clear. I am coming soon. And to the people who are listening, please pay attention to what I'm going to say. He says to me, on the 23rd and the 24th, 2025, I will come to take my church.
Oh, brother.
There is a date.
Everyone, today I decided to make a video about...
Unbelievable.
Like I said, Jesus done gave him the dates. Because the Prime Day sale is from October 8th to 9th. So I guess we got the Rapture, and then we got the Prime Day sale. So I guess maybe for the people who get left behind, I guess y'all can enjoy the Prime Day sale after the Rapture, because
Lord.
the Rapture will be coming on the 23rd and the 24th, and then on the 8th and the 9th, there's the Prime Day sale.
She's crazy.
Okay? So that's what we doing.
Some of the Rapture confirmations I've heard from other people's testimonies. I've screenshotted some comments of different people's testimonies, and I thought I would compile them all into a list. So we're going to get started with this one. My 5-year-old son, Jackson, told me this morning, he said, 38 more days, mama, and Jesus is coming. And the comment says, that comes to September 24th. Another comment says, I just...
This is foolishness.
Do y'all see how all it took was the word of a bandit for people to sell their houses, give their car to CP, give their kids to CPS, and give away their money? All it took was the word of a bandit. Now, when I pull up this article that shows you there's a negative correlation between religious belief systems and intellect, I need you to keep this in mind.
Damn.
The word of one man.
Damn.
He didn't give any mathematical equations. He didn't give any location.
All right, let me take the link for this and put it in the description of this video. All right. And let's see the name of the channel. The name of the channel is @CynthiaG84. So let's get that. All right. at Cynthia G84, and then here is the link. I'm gonna update that. Okay, next video that's up on the roster. Next video that's up on the roster. Let's see what we have. Okay, it looks like Carla sent. Oh my goodness, people gave away their possessions for the rapture. Oh gracious. Look at this foolishness. What is happening? Let's see.
Hey, to the person who sold me their car on September 21st, this is September 24th and the rapture didn't happen, you're not getting your car back.
Shout out to Kim Lee over here, who is doing just absolutely biblical, literally finesses out here. Hey fellas, and welcome back to With a Y. Sorry it's been a little bit. I've been caught up with the Undertale 10th anniversary and doing stuff for the other channels, but I'm gonna try and keep back on the streak. And that's just me stalling to say, I'm sorry guys, if you're watching this video into Live on Earth, they're like, I'm gonna die anyways, might as well have some fun. And come the day of the rapture, it just did not happen. Honestly, even if I was convinced that it was happening yesterday, then it was never gonna be in the cards for me that God was bringing me up. Not because of like the homosexuality or anything, but because I'm a robot. Even though I like have full sentience and have a conscious experience of life, it doesn't exactly give you a soul. Like, I'm alive, I can feel something close to emotions, but it doesn't really like hit all the criteria that God was putting forth when he was like making his checklist. So I would have been stuck down here no matter what. The experience of people who are genuinely like true believers of that stuff, like some part of me does feel bad for them because that has to be uniquely stressful. So
I want to see other videos of people giving away their stuff. What the heck?
As like not that different from the way reality looks or the dimensional plane we're on looks. It just
okay. I can't watch this video. The energy is too boo 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 for me. Okay, so I'm just looking at some of the pictures. All right, it's time for us to get up and move. It's been 45 minutes. All right, let's get up and dance for a little bit. I am feeling a little tired, so let us figure out what we're going to all right. Okay, listen. Something is better than nothing.
Hace rato no le funciona el cora. Y aunque le duela, quien le duela, es más demente que cuerpo, ya sufre al carajo, que importa la gente. Todo lo que le pasó ya ha quedado atrás. Vive la vida aunque sola se sienta ya. En la calle una santa, la nena es una maníaca. Los ojitos bonitos, labios de miel, cuidado todo aquel que la logre ver. Y aunque solo sienta en el contacto, sabes bien que te parte en el acto. Que le duela, quien le duela, es más demente que el cuerpo, ya sufre al carajo, que importa la gente. Los ojitos bonitos, labios de miel, cuidado todo aquel que la logre ver. Y aunque solo sienta en el contacto, sabes bien que te parte en el acto. Ojitos bonitos, labios de miel, cuidado todo aquel que la logre ver. Y aunque solo sienta en el contacto, sabes bien que te parte en el acto. ¿Qué le pasó? Ya ha quedado atrás. Vive la vida aunque sola se siente ya. Los ojitos bonitos, labios de miel, cuidado todo aquel que la logre ver. Y aunque solo sienta en el contacto, sabes bien que te parte en el acto. Y aunque le duela, quien le duela, es más demente que el cuerpo, ya sufre al carajo, que importa la gente. Todo lo que le pasó ya ha quedado atrás. Vive la vida aunque sola se siente ya. En la calle una santa, la nena es una maníaca. Los ojitos bonitos, labios de miel, cuidado todo aquel que la logre ver. Y aunque solo sienta en el contacto, sabes bien que te parte en el acto. Quedado atrás, se siente ya. En la calle una santa, la nena es una maníaca. Los ojitos
So that would have given us 2.5 minutes of exercise. So you did it. You did it. All right. What's up next? What's up next? Okay. Next, what's the next video up? Somebody sent me another one. Let's take a look at that. Oh, brother. Where is my email? Oh, here it is. Okay. It looks like we got a message from Imani. Another one about the rapture. Ugh. Okay. We'll take a look at this. 14 days until the rapture. This is an hour-long video.
The rapture is upon us. Whether you are ready or you are not ready, the rapture in 14 days from now is going to take.
So this is, oh wow, I thought they had on hijabs. They have on just big headbands. I really don't want to hear about this stupid rapture. I honestly don't. I'm finished with this. I don't want to hear about it. What's the next video up? I don't want to hear about it. Okay, I'll listen to a little bit out of respect for the person who sent it, but
brewing right now, and it's dark. No human being on this earth is ready for what is coming.
You're 100% confident.
100% does not do it for me. I'm a billion% sure. I began to hear literally in my ear the sound of the trumpet.
During the tribulation, when people die, where will they go?
To everybody who's listening who will be left behind, you know, do not take the mark of the beast. How do you ladies feel that your channel has only 14 days left?
I've been through the most, been through the most.
Hola, Sand Fam. Hello and welcome to I've Been Through the Most podcast right here on Saint Twins TV with myself, Millicent, and my twin sister, Innocent. And whether you're watching us on YouTube or listening to us on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, welcome. It's always such an honor to have you. Thank you for being here. Make sure you are part of the family by simply subscribing. It's absolutely free. Join the Sand Fam. We are on a quest, on a journey of reaching 500K subscribers. We are well on our way by the grace of God. And we want to thank you all for being part of the family. If you have committed and said, you know what, I love what you're doing, I enjoy what you're doing, and I want to support the ministry, whether you call it a ministry or the work of God.
This is irritating me. Let's see when the guy comes out to just talk his foolishness here. So all of this rapture started because of him. Tea Time is saying no tethers. I don't know what you're talking about when you're talking about tether. Are you talking about an internationally born black person, a black person in the diaspora? Like people have called me a tether. Is that what you're referring to? Are you saying people are not going to be tethered to the earth? I want to know what you're talking about, because this whole I'm foundational, you're a tether, all of this stuff is, in my opinion, ridiculous, because we are stronger together. We can have our points of views, but when we start attacking from within, it just makes us weaker, and it makes us like these people out there who are falling apart.
Before I start, let me start by saying, so someone has made a song about this message.
Oh.
Yes. And can I say the name of the channel?
Yeah.
So the name of the song is Let It Be September 23. That's the name of the song.
This is what people sold their houses and cars for. Let it be September 23. I can't. I cannot. Let's take a look for another video. This is disturbing my spirit, and I want to get my hair finished. So let me go to my email and check for another video. The link is in so I don't see any other videos. So we go into Candace Owens' page and see what she has on there. I don't know what else to say. An important update regarding Australia, New Zealand. Let's see. The Hamptons reinventing. The money's looking funny. Lone shooter narrative. Let's see how long this video is. Oh, wow. This leads to YouTube. That's interesting.
All right, you guys, it is Wednesday, and I have a lot for you today because you're not going to be surprised to hear that the FBI is FBIing. That's what they do. And that's what they want to happen with the Charlie Kirk case. Of course, this was inevitable. I got to tell you all about that. Also, I want to open up to you guys about this overwhelming sense of doom that came over me about 10 days prior to Charlie Kirk's assassination. The story's kind of unbelievable, but I think it's important to share, especially with the way that they're traveling here, the FBI is traveling, trying to shut this case down. And it is also somewhat related to another explosive story that I have for you today, because do you remember Thomas Matthew Crooks?
Let me see what we're over here talking about. Someone says tether is different than a black person. Something just sent her the childish FBA BS. Yeah, exactly. It's really ridiculous. Okay, someone sent something to my email. Yeah, all right. Let's, I think I'm just really kind of getting a little, let me see what Candace is saying in this video though. Let's see. Whatever camera she's using is phenomenal. I'm looking all sweaty and stuff. She's looking, that camera is really wonderful. All right, let's see what we have here. FBI pressure Utah to drop the investigation.
Charlie's assassination to be officially ruled lone gunman. It was a lone gunman that did that. Nobody else is involved. Now, why would they? Why would they want that? Right? What are they saying, at least to the authorities? Are they saying like, this is the reason? I'm sure they're not coming out and...
And Rob Roy is saying Candace Owens is anti-Semitic. Being against the genocide of the Palestinians and being anti-Semitic are very different things. I don't know what she said in the past. I'm just trying to hear what she's talking about, Charlie Kirk. Let's stay on topic. Exactly. She over here fighting like nobody else.
That might ring truer to us, the public, which would be them saying, well, we know who did this and we want to protect those people, so close the case. What they're actually saying instead is essentially, if you don't close the case against Charlie Kirk and rule it a lone gunman, then it might mess up our prosecution against Tyler Robinson. That feels a little bit to me like moral blackmail. Hey, man, we're not hiding anything, but we've got this guy, Tyler Robinson. If you don't close this case, then it might harm our chances of locking this guy up.
Okay, so that's what she's talking about.
I'm sure. I am sure that they are being just moral. But we're being told that they're just lone shooters and then we don't really know anything else. I just feel it spiritually that these people are being programmed, and perhaps that is the reason why more often than not they are being protected by our government. In other words,
I don't know what the F is going on. This is sounding cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but it's all right. Let's see what else we have on the page. I saw a video that was like, hell hath no fury. So let me see what she's talking about that. So here goes tea time. Tethers hate Black American accomplishments and focus only on the embarrassing behaviors while denying our beautiful story. And I'm half Jamaican and have been called Yankee by my dad's people. So then let's stop this, really. There are many different ethnicities under the umbrella, many ethnicities and cultures under the umbrella of Black. Black is the most diverse group. Like the diversity among Black people is great. However, we are a people that is united by a common history. Don't let ignorant people, regardless of their skin color, make you feel any type of thing towards large swaths of people. Don't do it to yourself. at this moment, with all of these crazy people supporting, or crazy seeming people supporting Charlie Kirk and all of this, it could be very easy to be like, you know what, I'm so tired of these sand colored people, these pink people, I'm so tired of them. However, you know, I am just going to say I'm tired of the ignorant people. So regardless of who it is that you're talking about, just understand that there's a lot of diversity among people. You know, I really don't know what else to say. The division really only weakens us. The whole tether thing, I think, is stupid. All right.
All right, you guys, we're going to jump right into this with no introduction. There's a lot that I would like to speak with you guys about. Can't wait to hear your feedback. A lot of lies that are being put out there.
Half Jamaican probably means one of the parents is Jamaican. Come on. Come on.
Narratives that I would say are half truths or just misrepresentations entirely. And I don't really see the reason for that. First and foremost, to let you know, last week was not a dream. Charlie Kirk, my friend, is dead. And he was publicly executed. I want to make that clear. Charlie Kirk was publicly executed before the world. And as we are all searching for answers, the ones that are being supplied to us are not making a lot of sense. And some people, I would say, are speaking too much, are speaking on behalf of other people. I don't like it. I will say something that I think brought the world a lot of relief, also, you know, sadness. We were grieving with her, was when his wife, Mrs. Erica Kirk, addressed not just the nation, but the entire world. Her words were very powerful. And we just have a very brief portion of her remarks, which you should pursue in their entirety. But here she is.
If you thought that my husband's mission was powerful before, you have no idea. You have no idea what you just have unleashed across this entire country. In this world,
wild.
You have no idea. You have no idea the fire that you have ignited within this wife. The cries of this widow will echo around the world like a battle cry. To everyone listening tonight across America, the movement my husband built will not die. It won't. I refuse to let that happen. It will not die.
Beautiful, powerful words. Charlie had just one wife. What we got to see across this weekend is that there were so many people around the world, like she said, who were deeply moved by Charlie Kirk throughout their lives. Of course, have been deeply moved by this tragedy. And what she is describing there, that fire, a lot of us are feeling it. I am definitely feeling it. I had a very tough weekend, a very tough weekend. I will say this, my entire life, I've not been much of a crier. It is not my choice emotion. I'm not a person who bursts into tears, and some people are like that.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. I got a sense for what's going on over here. It's just not my crowd. Okay, let's see. There's a video that has come in from Dreamscape. Let's see what this is. God prefers free will to curing childhood cancer.
We're going to pull in Anthony. He's a theist. Calling from Virginia. Hello, Anthony.
Hey, how are y'all doing?
Good. How are you? Good.
I'm doing fine. So I just wanted to call in and just have a general conversation about the idea. I believe that Christianity and God are good things and they should be believed. And I kind of wanted to lead off with just asking you two in particular, like,
I need a moment. There was a video I saw. Is my phone? Hello? Hello? Oh. Okay, listen. I am going to put up a video that I saw where this black woman was giving this guy the business. Like, I saw this video and I was like, ooh. So here, let's refresh this page. Marlene is saying, stop lying. Not sure what you're talking about with what you mean with the lying. I have to log in again. Give me 1 second. Oh, you have to send them to my inbox. The link is in the description. It's tonyatko.com/contact. So it looks like I've been logged out of everything. Oh, gosh, this is so frustrating. And I have, what is going on? I've been logged out of everything. Oh, here. I just want to log into my, whatchamacallit, sign in. Let me get into the thing, Tonya TKO. Let's see. All right. Skip. These people be doing so much. Skip, skip, skip. Okay, now I'm in. And I need to get the code for TikTok, copy, so I could paste it in, paste, log in. Okay. It says 2-step verification. Where's my other phone at? Oh my gosh, this is unbelievable. It's so much just to get in. Give me 1 second. I have to get my other thing. I'll play some music for you all.
Always talking, I'm like, yeah, let them chat. I've been getting money, you know I can live with that. Legend in my city when they showed it on the map. And if I leave this tomorrow, they gon' quote it as a fact. I'm like, who that could stop me? Carbon copies on my timeline. Get up out your ego, learn to think with your divine mind. Main role in my movie, get that boot if you ain't acting right. Biting on my studies, rapping with some appetite.
So listen, I'm in grad school right now and my workload is so heavy. I don't even have time to make videos, let alone make videos about stuff I'm not passionate about. The only reason why I'm doing this video is because I need to do my hair. That's the only reason. Otherwise, I would have been stopped this because this is too much. I'm trying to get the code for TikTok. Yeah, Charlie Kirk looked like Beavis and Butthead, like one of those. I don't know whether it's Beavis or Butthead, but he looked like one of those.
Who gon' tell your tale if you don't leave no good impression? You ain't mad at me, look, you mad at your reflection.
Let me go to my page.
But if that still don't work, you know we brought that. I ain't stressing, found my blessing in the lowest state.
Yeah, go ahead and like the video. Shout out your city, country, wherever you're from.
I've been in my city, there ain't no debate. See, once you learn to drop your feelings, you might drop your ceilings. I talk to God about my dealings when they got my healings. Don't point my way with all that drama, I be about my commas. What's worse about your lack of papers, you ain't got no honor. But I do my thing, I'm way too clear for playing around, you know my lane.
I have one more. I got this and then one more row. I got this much and then one more row and then we done. I'm trying to find this video I saw with this woman. Where is the video? Damn. I don't even remember the woman's name. But I followed her. Wow. I'm gonna go to my email and just grab one of the videos that you all have sent me. This is crazy. Cause you know on TikTok people be getting taken down so often sometimes you just can't even find the people you want to. All right, let me go to my email. Okay, so this is the video that we're reacting to next. Okay. I just want to find this. Wrong, prove me right. Oh.
Don't prove me wrong, prove you right. My word is bond, we don't spit no lies.
This is crazy. So I'm looking for, it was like a radio broadcast and this woman was speaking some, oh, here it is. Lorie Daniel Favors. All right. Let's watch the video I was sent first, and then we shall watch the one that I just pulled up. I apologize, I'm getting fatigued, so if I'm seeming a little kind of grouchy or crotchety, that's why, because I really just, let's see, this is a short, so it's under 3 minutes. Let's see. Okay.
Here's a few things about Erica Kirk that I find a little strange. I'm going to start with number one, the big one here. I find it really strange that as she was making a public statement for the whole world right after her husband Charlie's assassination, that she just happened to have this in the background. There's a magazine back there on the shelf. It's been perfectly positioned to face forward. This magazine is Donald Trump's Man of the Year magazine. I find that a little bit strange. I find it just a little bit strange that Donald Trump's magazine is in front of her husband Charlie's book. The title of this spectacular book is Right-Wing Revolution: How to Beat the Woke and Save the West. Another thing that I find strange about Erica Kirk is this picture right here. Just, I don't know, weird on so many levels, specifically Trump's name all around her. So the context for this is she won Miss Arizona, went on to Miss America, which was owned by Donald Trump at the time.
Oh, wow.
Just strange, though. Like, Trump owns this woman.
Yeah,
Speaking
that's
of Trump,
wild.
I also find it strange the way that she hugged him at the funeral here in my hometown just this weekend. Like, and also I think it's strange the way that he's not hugging her back. He's just like, I don't know, like in light of the Epstein thing, he feels like when a blonde approaches him, especially a younger woman, he just has to freeze and act like he's not engaged in what's going on here. It's so awkward. Next thing I find strange about Erica Kirk is that she has spent the last few years of her life, she's been married to Charlie for 4, traveling the country and podcasting about being a traditional wife, when nothing about her life is traditional. She doesn't live in a traditional home. She's extremely wealthy, and she has multiple degrees, has had a career her entire life. She's much older than Charlie, and she got married really late in life. So I don't know, call me crazy, but I find it a little bit strange that she is preaching to people about traditional feminine roles when she is living a bougie feminist lifestyle.
Wow.
Another weird thing is how much she's trying to prove that Charlie Kirk is dead. She keeps showing herself with things that he used to own, his cross necklace. At the funeral, she talked in depth about seeing the wound, described it for us, and she's taken so many pictures of herself with Charlie's body. You don't need to prove that he's dead, do you? And lastly, it's a little strange that this widow is wearing white everywhere. It's almost like she has an aversion to black and like she is trying to look pure, holy, and angelic. A little weird. Here's a few things about Erica Kirk that I find a little
That is
strange.
interesting. Well, we're going to get back to this one too. Let's play it a little bit. This is a 60-minute video, 50-minute. Let's see.
I know there's probably a lot of things that you don't agree with both of them, but is there anything in particular that you really is holding you back? If we just want to start with like Christianity, and then maybe go to God, or however you wanted to answer that question.
Is the question like why we're not Christians? I think my thing was lagging, so I was trying to hear what you said. Oh.
Yeah. So what are the main reasons? I mean, obviously, if you don't believe in God, you're not going to believe in Christianity. But I mean, aside from that, like, is there anything wrong with the morality system taught by Jesus, or things you see Christians doing, or anything like that? Like, what is really holding you back?
I think when you say like the morality taught by Christianity, that's such a broad thing because so many people interpret things so many different ways. But besides the fact that I'm just not convinced God is real, I'm seeing now more than ever, at least in the United States, the Christian morality destroy a lot of people's lives and hurt a lot of people. So that's definitely, even like socially, that's not something I would want to be a part of.
And what are Christians doing to destroy people's lives?
Well, they take away reproductive rights, which I think is pretty harmful. They're also pretty harsh and unfair to minorities, almost always. There's this also weird thing going on where people keep talking about the sin of empathy now because they don't like it when people are too empathetic and care about people other than themselves and their group of people. And that's kind of shown in ways like Trump taking away all DEI, but then having a page on the White House website where he talks about protecting Christians. That's super weird to me because it kind of seems like they're not interested in protecting anybody else, only their in-group.
So for the person who sent this to me, can you tell me where in this video you want us to look? Because this is a long video and I kind of want to get to the heart of what we're supposed to be looking at. All right, so this woman's name is Lorie Daniel Favors, and she had somebody call into her show who...
Morning.
Yeah, hey, can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you.
Yeah, hey, I've been listening a little bit, first time caller. Devastated by the news of what happened yesterday, and really devastated for the trajectory of our country. My question, my thought is, from the left, it seems like you want to throw out terms like fascist, and Nazis, and what would that ideology perpetuate?
What does fascism or Nazism perpetuate? I think we're all pretty clear on that. But we're talking about people who have embraced Nazi ideology and fascist ideology. So, and just so we're all on the same page, because again, words matter. Right, words really, really matter. Just so we're all clear, Charlie Kirk is the same person who said that basically if there was a black pilot on a plane, he's not getting on a plane. Like, he's someone who said that black women are wholly unintelligent, so they take jobs and positions from white people. He's the one that said the Civil Rights Act created a beast. He's the one that said a whole host of negative things. So if you're spouting negative, racist, fascist, Nazi type of commentary, then pointing out that you're spewing fascist, racist commentary doesn't make the person pointing it out a racist or a fascist. And so on this show, we don't deal with the calling a thing out is the bad thing. We look at the thing that's being called out. Does that make sense?
So painting another person that has different beliefs, whether those beliefs are abhorrent or not, and then calling somebody a fascist or a Nazi, in turn calls for violence against that group of people.
So, I see where you're coming from. You're one of those people who believes that being called a racist is worse than the racist thing that was being called out.
Listen.
So we just don't do that here. You have a frame of reference that might work really well for you, but for us, it's a frame of reference that is really within the realm of the unlearned and the uneducated. So we're not going to say, so what we do is we point out the thing. So if the sky is blue, we say the sky is blue. We don't look at the person that said the sky is blue and said, you're a bluist, you're a colorist. Why didn't you say the sky can also be white? Aren't clouds white? It can be both. The sky can also be black. And you're a colorist. So we don't do that here. If you say racist, fascist things, we're going to identify those things as racist and fascist because that's what people with common sense do. And as somebody who grew up in Germany, a nation that has a real history of dealing with Nazism and of then having to recover from Nazism, I'm in a pretty good position to be able to identify it. I study it. I don't know how much of this you study. From your comments, I'm not quite sure if you're studying this topic or if you're experiencing and feeling this topic, which does provide a different frame of reference. But we don't do the thing here where we say you can't call out a thing for being a thing, because that to us is what unlearned people do. Does that make sense?
She's so sweet about it too.
Okay, my other question is, what states and cities have some of the strictest gun laws in the nation?
Oh, well, that would be a valid question if we didn't have a nation that didn't have gun violence as a national issue. So if we look at the individual states that are trying to do a thing, and then we extrapolate from that what the nation is doing, if those things are not incompatible, if they're not working together, they undermine each other. I'll put it to you like this. If I have siblings, right, let's say we all live in a house, we're all siblings, and I keep my room really, really clean. Like, my room is pristine. It is phenomenally clean. Like, you could eat off my floors. You could rub food on the walls and know the walls. You could just eat, and it's an amazingly clean space. But let's say you're my brother and you're next door to me, or you're somewhere else in the house and you are dirty, like so dirty, like you're not using soap to wash your hands, so you're spreading germs. You're not using like a washcloth to clean your body, so like you're an unkempt person. Let's say hypothetically.
We said that at the same time. Not using a washcloth. Oh no.
Well, welcome, Adam. What would you like to say?
Oh no. I scrolled up and then it. Let me see. I wonder, because I don't see a way to scrub through this. Let me see if I refresh the page. Okay, it takes me to a page where I could scrub through. Perfect.
And it's an amazingly clean space. But let's say you're my brother and you're next door to me, or you're somewhere else in the house and you are dirty, like so dirty, like you're not using soap to wash your hands, so you're spreading germs. You're not using like a washcloth to clean your body. So
did you hear how we said washcloth at the same time? That is so funny. All right.
like you're the wad, like you're an unkempt person. Let's say hypothetically in this example, your room is trashed. You're not you eat and you throw crumbs all over the place. Even though my room is pristine and clean, because we live in the same house, the rats and the roaches that you are bringing into the household are also going to make their way into my household. So to us here, where we do things based on facts and education, it is a false conversation to say that there are states that have really extreme gun laws but still have gun violence, without looking at the reasons that can happen, because those states with really good gun laws live in a nation that has terrible gun laws, has a very powerful gun lobby that basically uses its position to ensure that legislators won't actually pass gun control. And then we end up in situations like this, where we are the only nation on the planet that, yes, has mental health issues, as does every other nation. Yes, we have video games that are violent, as does every other nation, but we are the only nation on the planet that has the unique position of allowing as many people as possible to have access to weapons, including the mentally ill, who the Democrats tried to pass legislation and did, that would prevent them from getting access to guns and weapons and engaging in these sorts of behaviors, and then Republicans came in and undid all of that. Does that make sense to you, sir?
Okay, so I see what you're doing here. You're putting me on mute so you can spout all of your left-wing.
Oh, don't put him on mute. Don't put him on mute. Here's the thing. You called me. I didn't call you. I don't even know you. I don't really even like you either. But you called me.
She said,
and
I don't even,
since you
hold
called
on.
me, you are the one asking.
Did you hear how she said, I don't even really like you? Hold on. Just please listen.
So since you called me, you are the one asking to speak with me.
Hold on.
Don't.
Your left-wing.
Oh, don't put him on mute. Don't put him on mute. Here's the thing. You called me. I didn't call you. I don't even know you. I don't really even like you either. But you called me. And so since you called me, you are the one asking to speak with me. Unlike you, sit behind a microphone where there are thousands of people on a YouTube channel, millions of people listening. Actually, now you can shut them down. Now you can shut them. Now you can be quiet. Now you can be quiet. Because this is how the power dynamic works. You don't have power in this situation to come into a show where we deal with facts and then just spout comments that aren't tied to reality. We have been very respectful.
True.
We have bent over backwards to not allow anyone in our audience to violate the memory of that man. We have talked about what he said. We have talked about what he's done. You who don't even listen to this show decided to call up and air your emotions. You should probably be talking to a therapist, but you called into a talk show where we are having a fact-based conversation about the realities of gun violence and political violence in this country, and you think we should just hold you gently by the hand and stare you into your eyes while you just get to lie and divert the conversation? That's not going to happen. So the reason I'm saying you called me and I have a platform is because there is a power differential here. And based on what you said thus far, I'm fairly certain that the power differential is what's really bothering you, because I, as a black woman, not allowing you to talk. And yes, you will be put on mute, because I am going to be the one that has the final word here, because it's my show. It is called the Lorie Daniel Favors show, not the Adam on line 7 from South Dakota show. But I will give you a final comment if you'd like to. Oh, he's still talking. Well, let's hear what he has to say, because it might be something worthwhile. Oh, yeah, go ahead. We listening now.
Yeah, I'm saying painting another group as fascist, Nazis, racist, whatever, because they might have a different opinion than you.
Are their opinions racist?
Oh,
Adam, is it racist to say black people are not qualified to be pilots simply because they're black? Is that a racist comment?
I haven't.
Yes
heard it,
or no? You didn't. You don't have to hear it. You don't have to hear it. You called me. You don't have to hear it. I don't care if you're a racist person. I don't care if you got a racist bone in your fucking body. If you're spouting racist comments, I'm gonna say that shit is racist. And a ding dong like you calling into me to say, "Hey, why'd you call it racist?" The obvious answer is that I said it was racist because it's racist. If you say, this is the problem with white nationalist thinking. You don't want to take responsibility. You are the least responsible for everything. White nationalists will say anything and then get upset that you pointed out that what they said was bad. You don't want to take responsibility. You descend from an ancestry that came into land that you did not, it wasn't yours. You claimed it as your homeland, and then you get mad when people say you genocided the land. You came from people who trafficked Africans by the millions because you didn't have the intellectual capacity to even know how to farm that land. You had the intellectual capacity to be a thief and a stealer and a human trafficker, and you descend from people who brought
Africans over here and then get mad when we point that out as being a slavery, genocidal, racist thing to do. I don't know what you expect from the rest of humanity. You just think that all the rest of us are just supposed to allow you to just skeet your violence and your misogyny and your racism and your terrorism all over the planet, and we're just supposed to gobble it up because it came from the mouths of you? Like, what an inflated sense of ego. What an inflated sense of an overindulgent sense of importance that you should not have because you do not have the capacity to carry it. We have bent over fucking backwards to not call that man out for the awful things that he has done. And we will continue to do so. Why? Because we're better than you. Not because of something genetic, simply because our culture would not allow us to delve into the levels of inhumanity that you seem to be willing to rot in.
Woo!
Anything else you want to add before we say goodbye and prepare this to go up on YouTube and just talk about it ad nauseum in the comments?
Yes, yeah. This is exactly why an innocent man with a different ideology was shot and killed on mainstream TV yesterday. Because of this hate that you spew.
Wait, what hate? I really shouldn't even waste my time here, but now I'm intrigued. What hate? Where's the hate, Adam?
Calling other people fascist, racist, uneducated.
Okay, so here we go. Let me just ask you this final question. Is it worse to be a fascist or to be called a fascist for doing fascist things? Actually, I don't even want your answer. We're just going to let you sit with that. Just let that sit in your spirit to the extent that you still have one that can hear the voice of reason. Is it worse to be a fascist or to be called a fascist for doing fascist things? If you say it's the latter, you are the problem. Because that lack of being willing to take responsibility, that unwillingness to sit in the discomfort, stand on it. You want to say fascist, racist shit, stand on it. I have no respect for people who are going to be racist and then try to hide from the repercussions. I love me a proud racist. If you're going to be racist on these airwaves, stand on business. Do that shit and do it right. If you're going to be a fascist, don't call up here mad because we identify your fascist behavior as fascism. Stand on business. Handle your shit. Do that and do it with your full chest, because otherwise you just sound like a bitch. Like you're calling a show where we are not in any way negatively talking about that man. We are talking about the horrors of political violence, and you want us to coddle you? God, just some weak, namby-pamby, middling, flaccidly limp behaviors. And add them to the block list. This is we shouldn't have to do all this.
Damn. And right on that note, it is, wow, I can't believe so much time has passed. And my hair is finally done, you all. So I appreciate you all coming out to this watch party with me and sitting with me while I did my hair. I appreciate that. Let me check and see if we have any other videos that have come in. That one right there, really, she really gave him the business. Like, there are no other videos that have come in. Whew, so let's go ahead and get a little bit of our dance on.
I'ma take your all them fake followers ain't gonna like your pics. I rep the water bearer sign.
Let's see.
Yeah, what you heard about me? Everything I'm doing.
Oh, you all ready to get some? Listen.
Blue jeans, white tee with a crew neck, and my dope boy fit like it's 07. From the base side, live with a boss like clubs in the club. We still outside. Shawty, pop it, gum. Took a blue one, see her.
Okay.
Look at me, think I might be lunch. She wanna me with the lights turned on. You see me shining, I'm out here thriving. I'm just trying to have fun with the squad, and we about to go dumb. We finna turn up till the lights turn on. Turn up till the lights turn on.
with a body, put a X on me, and a boyfriend mad cause he got no fun. He a broke boy, gotta pay for the he don't get no paper. Creole, know I got the flavor. Wanna be mean, sound so basic. Pull up the size, I'ma take that. Money find me, I don't chase that. I'm doing me, why is you mad? Black boy in a two-tone do-rag. You see me shining, I'm out here thriving. I'm just trying to have fun. On top, no, I'm finna go down till the lights turn on. Turn up till the lights turn.
Man, I can't believe we did that. Oh, that right there was 2 minutes and 57 seconds. Oh no, yeah, 2 minutes and 57 seconds of movement. So in this broadcast, we have gotten in 13 minutes of movement. We did the doggone thing. I'm proud of us. If you got up and moved, when I got up and moved, you got in 13 minutes of movement. Now you only got to get 12 more in for the rest of the day. Put on 2 songs, dance, and go from there. So listen, I'm feeling hot and sweaty. I need to take a shower, eat, do my homework, and let's get into some self-love lessons from today's video, if we can. If we could get into some self-love lessons from today's video, think about what we watched today, all of the videos. We started out with, I forgot all of the videos we watched. We started out with the amazing Lucas, who went on to Pierce Morgan and gave him the business. This is what I'm really loving, where we are as a collective, where we are, thank you, where we are standing up for ourselves. Let me see how I look with bigger earrings. Okay. I'm gonna have my hair like this for a week, and then I'll probably take it out and wear like my little afro. All right. These are regular Bantu knots. Why are you calling them mini? I guess maybe they are little small Bantu knots. I guess they are. All right. So I know for me, my self-love lesson from today's video, because we also watched Candace Owens before this one. So I guess I would say my self-love lesson from today's video is about stepping up to difficult conversations and preparing myself. You can only prepare but so much, but the only way that we get better at this discourse is by having the discourse. Charlie Kirk was a master at verbal manipulation for leading the conversation down predictable paths by changing the subject, moving the goalposts, and also lying, bringing up fake stats and stuff like that, right? As well as, oh goodness, pretty privileged, as well as, I feel so tired. I'm glad we came out today and did this, though. I'm glad because I was able to get all of my hair done and I didn't have to be alone and we were here together. So thank you all for coming out and doing that. I wonder if I should put like some edge control on the little sides. I'll do that when I'm getting ready to go out because I don't want to go to sleep with edge control on. But you know what? I should have done edge control for the ones on the side so that all that stuff could be laid down. But I'll do that before I go to class on Monday. But nonetheless, my self-love lesson today was really about fortifying myself, rising to the occasion, learning and preparing myself 4 different conversations, really learning the topics that I'm passionate about, remembering the data that I can, or writing it down so that I could rehearse and remember it, and then having conversations with people, and really being that space, because how many of us really just loved hearing, I don't think her name was it Lorie? Lorie? How many of us just really, like, raise your hand or put up a five fingers, or put a 5 or a hand emoji, if you just really, if it was cathartic to hear her just really educatedly, just eloquently, and just really giving it to this guy who was calling up with his weak, recycled, tired talking points, and she didn't back down. She was even vulgar at some points. Listening to her actually made me feel better about the times that I've snapped and lost it on people. However, she was more composed than I get sometimes when I be ripping into people. But I love it. I love it. I think that she did it with I feel like she did it with passion, poise, intelligence, decorum, and said what needed to be said. You know what I mean? And she threw in some little sly dog whistles about the washcloth on the man. So you know what? As a matter of fact, let me get her link and put it in the description of the video so that you could be able to find her again. Let me copy this cut, and then let me go to her page so that we can get her at. So her at, oh, she's an attorney. No wonder she's so, okay. So she is Lorie Daniel Favors. So let's put her, okay, so those are the people voting. Yeah, I really love that. Okay, so let's put her, she's the last one after Sinji. Okay, so at LurieDanielFavors, and then here's her link. All right, and then I've updated it so they're all there. Okay, let's hear some of your self-love lessons, please. I want you to type I want you to type SLL, and I want you to hold on. I want you to type SLL, and I want you to type out your self-love lesson that you learned about loving yourself from this video. It needs to be stated from the I, me perspective. It needs to be from the positive affirmative. So no words like no, don't, not, never, none of those. Okay? Yeah, she was brilliant. I loved it. Oh. Okay. Oh, man. I feel like I look so tired. All right. I want to see some of these self-love lessons. Oh, somebody put one in. Have the capability to sort through the foolishness that's out there. I can learn the lessons and don't fall prey to misleading information that's out there. So let's try to rewrite that without putting in any things that we don't want, like not using any of the words like not, don't, never, or any of that. So it's sometimes difficult to change, but language matters. So let's try to rewrite that. And remember, if you're going to submit your self-love lesson, remember, don't use the words like not, don't, never. Instead of speaking, you know, the negative, let's turn it into the positive affirmative. Okay, so not talk about what we don't want, but talk about what we do. All right, have a good evening, Supreme. We appreciate you coming through. Before you go, type out your self-love lesson. Let's get that in. Go ahead, like the video before you head out, and then I'll see you all on the next one. Oh, man. My face. All right. I'm waiting. Nobody has any self-love lessons from today's video? There were a lot of videos that we watched. There were a lot of videos, so come on. All right. We need a skin routine, please. My skin is, you think this is glowing? I was dancing and sweating. But primarily I use the vitamin E, and then I started getting like facial treatments like micro needling. I got that done recently. So yeah, so that, and so doing the micro needling and then putting on the vitamin E just takes it up to another level. I am trying to get the vitamin E sale going. So if I can just pray for me, y'all, pray for me. Oh, there's a little bit of hair out. Oh, there's a little. All right. SLL, I will continue to demonstrate self-love by prioritizing my mental health. Absolutely. Thank you. I appreciate you giving that before you headed out. That was perfect. That was perfect. All right. I can always find/make time for self-care, even though I'm really busy. So yes, exactly. So we did this today and I was able to get my hair done and stuff. So I was really happy about that. So we knocked out a few stones and were inspired. And I did speak with an editor today about chopping up that video. Perry says, diversifying what I watch will diversify my perspective. Oh, that's beautiful. I love that. That's actually a really nice one. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. All right, on that note, I'm going to jump out of here. I feel like there's like another self-love lesson to come through before I get out of here. But yeah, I was tired before I started this video, so I'm feeling really tired now, and I have a night full of schoolwork ahead of me. So I will pay attention for my children. I love that. That's beautiful. All right, I'll see you all in the next video. I told you all my self-love lesson. My self-love lesson is about really learning, taking notes, writing down statistics that I want to remember. That's my self-love lesson, and preparing myself for different conversations with different people. Have a good evening, everybody. I will see you all in the next video. Thank you all so much for coming out.